Listen, I'm a little bit disarrayed this morning because I'm trying to do something new. And as you know, because our budget for this show is minus $4,000 a show, I do everything. We do everything ourselves. You've become very technically adept lately.
I have.
I'm very proud of you.
I'm ready to go into the booth at North. What's that place called?
89 North.
Thank you.
Oh, yeah, maybe I'll have you there because I think we're going to try something new there.
I'm ready.
Yeah, we're going to try something new there. We're going to be more interactive with the bands.
Really?
We're going to be You might like that. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
You were like a little groupie, weren't you?
Yeah, I always wanted to be.
Well, I think you are, though.
But I never got to hang out with anybody.
So listen to this. This is the God's honest truth, and if I can throw up pictures on this, I will. Last night I went to the Iridium, which if you just want a nice, intimate place to go.
Where is that? In the city?
Well, think about Times Square.
Okay.
And all the insanity that's in Times Square.
Yeah.
Then if you go one flight under on 53rd and Broadway, there's this beautiful jazz club called the Iridium, which was made famous by Les Paul. Because Les Paul played there
That's the guitar guy.
I know it was every week. I don't know what day of the week it was. Yeah, it's the guitar God. Did you say guy or God?
Guy.
Because it's God.
God.
Very, very, I mean, he is the guitar, Les Paul.
Yeah.
He's since passed away. Saw him there too, but last night, this is funny. I met a guy at a B.B. King show 45 days ago, seeing Al Di Meola, who's an amazing guitarist.
Right, him I've heard of.
Italian-American from New Jersey, and he's just a virtuoso, really
right
incredible.
up your alley.
Yeah, so I met this guy named Al. His name is Al Diaz. Hopefully he'll watch this. Really a different kind of guy, so I kind of hit it off with him right away. And he goes, look, if you like Al, you'll love this guy, Andy Timmons. And I'm ashamed that I never heard of him.
He was...
Yeah, I did a little live thing last night for you. Like it?
Yeah, it was good. I was watching it, and I love
But
guitar.
here's the thing about him. He's so... There's one thing the guitarists are technical and you get wowed, but then he's got the feeling. Like
he just was
no one
into
else.
it.
Yeah, but just beautiful feeling, just beautiful. And the guy, as I can see it, is just as pure as can be. You know, no drinking, drugging, just a real positive spirit.
Loves his craft.
So Andy says we should go. So I buy tickets. Andy Venmos me, and I take my brother-in-law, who was working right up the street at NBC, and we sit. I'm not kidding. It was uncomfortably close. This is me at the stage. Andy's where, by the way, that's my new clock. Andy is right there. And it was just I was watching right there. It was right there.
Because you had it, you must have, you put it up live on Facebook, and I'm like, damn, he's close. I'm like, he's
really
right
close.
there.
But if you want to enjoy almost any show there, the caliber of musicians are fantastic, but the access is unbelievable. It's never more than $30, and you're in an intimate setting. Yeah.
See, that's
there
right
were
up my
25
alley.
people in the room.
I like that.
And people are missing it. I mean, I went upstairs and there were lines for the Stardust Diner, but not lines for the greatest, possibly the greatest guitarist of our time, by the way. Or one of them, sure.
Yeah.
You know, so Andy, here's the thing, getting back to the groupie thing. See? That's where we started. Andy invites a friend, and this guy was the coolest guy in the world. His name was Rick. And Rick pulls out an RX-1 Sony camera. Now, you don't know that, but I know that, right? It's my dream camera because it's one of these pull-out cameras that I have. But it's a 4K, $4,000 camera. And he's just... So I'm like, I knew he had to have a history.
Right.
Not only does he tell us his history of shooting rock and roll, younger than me, so he was like, did the whole grunge thing.
Okay.
Hundreds of bands. U2. You name it. Nirvana.
He's seen.
No, he shot them. Personally shot them.
Okay.
So... And he's telling the truth, by the way.
Yeah.
But it gets better than that. He starts pulling out pictures of himself with Warren, all the hair bands, when he was 13. He was shooting at 13. And he's showing us pictures backstage with all these guys. It was amazing. So,
that's like, what's that movie, Cameron Crowe? Remember that movie that Cameron Crowe made?
What was it?
It was his story. It was him.
Oh, yeah.
In the band, on the bus. What's her face was in that
That's
movie.
what it was. But he was doing it at 13. I said, you have me beat. Because I saw Zeppelin, I was 15. And I was in Madison Square Garden. We went by ourselves, 15 years old. But, I mean, he was working at 13, filming them.
He got in.
Just great stories. So that's a place. We try to do now once a month we go in there to see these shows that are, the real thing. You know,
Yeah.
real great musicians just
Right.
doing real simple rock and roll in some cases jazz.
I saw Van Halen at 16. That was my first band.
Oh, very good. Where? The Coliseum?
No. Might have been the Coliseum.
Might have been, right?
Maybe.
Were they alone?
Yep.
That
Yep.
changed your life?
Yeah.
Yeah.
David Lee Roth.
Yeah.
Yep.
He's still going, too.
Eddie Van Halen.
Did you see him the other day? He was twirling the thing and he broke his nose. Isn't that typical Dave?
Well, now he's a hot mess.
You know what? Let's keep it on the music topic. Then I saw a lot of shows this month. I don't know why. But it was unusual.
And tell me about
Probably
the Led
'cause
Zeppelin cover band.
That's what I want to tell you about.
Because they sounded really good.
So Tommy, the lead singer,
Yep.
is my co-host of Men's Talk Radio,
Okay.
which kind of started this whole vodcasting movement, at least with me.
Yep.
And Tommy has a
And
new
now
band.
you sucked me in.
I sucked you in. You're loving it, and you're doing great. The fans have told me this.
What fans? One.
Tommy Dosher.
I have one fan.
You got a lot of fans. Tommy Dosher's doing the Led Zeppelin Complete show. He did it at the Patchogue Theater. Okay.
It sounded really good.
And it was spot on. And that was the point, because Tommy did another act, which was more like dressed like Zeppelin.
Okay.
And now he took this and he just made it more simple. And
Can I mention who that
music.
was?
Yeah, sure.
That was Hammer of the Gods,
Yeah.
right?
You did
Okay.
see them?
No, I've seen Get the Let Out 3 times.
You can't tell Tommy that.
Okay.
But you saw them. Now you're
But
gonna
that, yeah, but that fueled me to want to see more like Led Zeppelin cover bands.
Right.
Because I personally have never seen, I hadn't heard of Hammer of the Gods until I went to go see Get the Let Out, and a good friend of mine, Paul DeMonte, has seen Hammer of the Gods, and he said, if you like this, he said, you would love Hammer of the Gods. He said, I've seen those guys.
Absolutely. I don't know if
So-
he's going to keep both acts going. We'll ask.
Okay.
Maybe we'll have him on the show. We'll ask him about that.
So
But
where is
that
Led
was a great
Zeppelin
night.
complete? Where are they touring now?
Tri-State.
Okay.
Tri-State. Patchogue Theater was their inaugural.
So if I went on their website,
Great crowd. Almost sold out, if not sold out. Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah. Led
We
Zeppelin
can find
complete.
out where he's playing next.
Yep.
Okay.
So a lot of music, and so November, look up what's happening at the Iridium. Bring
Okay.
Phil over,
Okay.
and
I would love to
it's
go.
it's intimate. Like I said,
Yeah.
the two
I
drink,
like
they're
that.
very nice there, and
Yeah.
Led Zeppelin. Les Paul's on the wall, and all the guitars are there. It's that, but it's
Nice.
not like it's not
Yeah.
corporate.
No.
Iridium Jazz Club, so you'll
Okay.
love
Okay.
that. We got some guests today. By the way, you love my new clock? This is my countdown clock, which
No.
I can't figure out. You don't like it?
No.
Why?
No.
It's perfect size.
I don't
Why?
like the clock.
It's intimidating.
It says 12:05.
That's the problem. I can't get it to count down. But
It says
When we
12:05.
ha- when we had-
12:05.
when we had the lawyers on, who by the way, I made good on my promise. We had Robert Sweeney on
Yep.
and Peter Hodis,
Yep.
and within a week I had my will signed.
Yeah, I still don't have mine done.
Isn't that good of me?
It's been 6 months.
I know. That's
I'm really proud of
They
you.
thought I was crazy because I was like pushing it.
Yeah.
So now it's done.
But you're
now,
smart.
now I can die in peace.
You're smart. You're done.
No, I'm not smart, but
not done.
I do have perseverance.
Yes.
That's my clock. I'm going to figure it out. This way we stay on point and we stay.
Yeah, now that it's 12:05, it says.
But I kind of like it. It makes me feel like I'm in a studio. You know, you like it.
Yeah.
What do we got coming up this week in Port Jeff?
We have the Harvest Festival on Sunday,
That's going to be good.
October 30th from 12 to 5.
Mm-hmm.
There are the Chowder Crawl, I think,
Chowder
is
Crawl.
happening.
Yep. I'm writing this down because I can't.
the Pet
not
Parade.
Forget. Yep.
I bought my dog's costumes. I'm not revealing what it is.
What you said costumes? You're going to
I have
decide
2
that
dogs.
day. Oh, okay.
They're both going to be in the parade.
I was thinking about having mine go naked.
What are they, hairless?
No, they got a lot of hair.
Yeah.
No, I
met
told you I wanted
Kismet.
the girl to be Lady Gaga. I just don't know how to pull that off.
I met Kismet at the barbecue festival.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, he was very needy, right?
Yes.
That's what we did in between our last show. We did a remote. That really worked out well.
The barbecue festival.
Yeah, the barbecue classic over at the LI Poorhouse, and that was our first.
We got
remote,
to
so
meet
that
Maddie,
was awesome.
the promoter.
Mm-hmm.
Barbecue Santa
Right.
from KCBS, Kansas City Barbecue Society.
You just reminded me. That's the one interview I didn't put out. I got to get barbecue.
The barbecue
Santa. out.
Santa. Yeah, he was a great guy.
Yeah, he looked like Santa.
He really
too.
knew his stuff when it came to barbecue.
By the way, did you see I have my classic vest on, but I woke up today it was like 30, but I kept it on. I know you hate it, but where's your
No,
vest?
I like what you have on today.
Oh, thank
You
you.
look nice.
This is my new sweater.
Where'd you
Or-
get the sweater from?
No, I mean it's the sweater. I take it out for the winter. I'm early. Where are we, by the way?
We're at Danford's Hotel, Marina and Spa. We are in the Brookhaven room.
Brookhaven room.
We're upstairs. Yeah, Michael won't be on today because he's busy.
Oh, Mike's not on again?
No, he's busy and he's doing his thing.
Oh, man. I want to get him on.
And we are also coming up this Friday is the Boo Bash
Yep.
here at Danford's.
You're dragging your husband. I'm
Yep.
dragging my wife.
Yep, I'm dragging him, and let me tell you, I'm dragging him kicking and screaming. He does not want to go.
I really have a good mask,
He
so I
does
think I'm
not
going to go.
want to put a costume on, and I am making him.
That's first of all, that's okay. He just has to pay $25 instead of 10.
No, he needs to wear a costume. Come on. So this is what do you want to hear what I said?
Yeah, I do.
I said, suck it up, Buttercup. He said, let's go.
Oh, I like that. That's kind of an ultimative thing.
I said, suck it up. Come on. It's going to be fun. I said, stop being an
What do you think
ornery-
he'll be? An AC guy?
Oh, I had great ideas.
Have him come in as Sinatra, something cool like
Yeah,
that.
I had great ideas, and he was like, I want to.
Do you think people are going to walk around as Hillary and Trump?
Oh, for sure.
Ugh.
Sure.
There was something else that was trending too. That's really hot now.
Did you watch the last?
Oh, the thing that
SNL skit
the
on
Tom
Sat-
Hanks thing. Supposedly those are sold out.
It was good.
Yeah, he's
It was
really
good.
great. Really great.
It was really good.
Yep.
It was good.
Yeah.
He's got Alec Baldwin. I swear to God, he's got him down pat, man. His Trumpism.
Trump says no.
He was doing the breathing thing, and you know how Trump takes that. He's got it down. It was good. It was good.
You notice we're avoiding the subject.
I don't even want to talk about
But
it.
we should say this. You will be out November 8th.
I'm
I will
working.
be co-hosting with our mayor, Margot
Correct.
Durant.
I will be at Patchogue Medford Schools. Actually, it's kind of ironic because we're going to be there promoting health and wellness and stress-reducing
On that
activities
day?
On that day, on election day, which I think is kind of funny.
That is good.
But yeah, we're at Patchogue. It Takes a Village Wellness is at Patchogue Medford School District for the day. They've hired us to come in
Cool.
and talk to the teachers and administration. So, and I know Michael is they're doing a election dinner here, and they're going to have televisions downstairs in the restaurant, and they're going to be
Well, I think
broadcasting the
we
results
might,
as they're coming in.
We may
So
do that. We may broadcast from there.
maybe we
and maybe
should.
we'll do the show later.
Yeah,
You know?
yeah.
And just if CNN could comment for 2 years on it, I think we can probably comment a couple hours on
I'm
it.
so sick of it. I can't.
Everybody is.
I'm so sick of it.
Yeah, it's bad.
And you know,
Yep, that's all we'll say.
all right.
I wanted to talk to a call-in guest
Okay.
before we talk to our human guest.
Okay.
On this subject of my friend and producer Vincent Buddha,
Okay.
Butta, brought up a intelligent conversation on Airbnb, the
Oh.
subject of Airbnb,
Okay.
which is really, if I told you that it was the housing version of Uber, you might say to me, "What's Uber?"
I know what Uber is.
No, someone
Yeah.
might say.
Okay.
Because these crowdsourcing,
Yeah.
for lack of a better word, or community content based apps are amazing because
Right.
they shake up an industry. And I think Port Jeff is particularly interesting with this because people want to visit Port Jeff.
Okay.
So the new rule, the new law, as I understand it, is Cuomo signed something and went into
With
immediate
Airbnb?
effect. Yes. Well, it affected Airbnb.
Okay.
But the law was an apartment could not be rented under 30 days, which when you first hear that, it almost says, wow, you're really infringing on my rights.
An apartment cannot be rented under.
Under 30 days. So Airbnb really proliferated with the fact that somebody could, for example, visit Port Jeff for a
Right, for
day.
the weekend.
Maybe Danford's is sold out, or maybe they like a view of the hill that I'm looking at right now. And they could, with their phone, book it and stay there.
Yeah, for the weekend.
The argument of the governor is that takes that otherwise affordable, and we're going to get to this in a second, apartment off the market, which it does. I think the concept is more New York City. I think the concern is New York City, where affordable housing is unaffordable.
Yeah, but But the apartment is owned by someone,
It is,
correct?
yeah.
So how is it taking it off the market? It's already owned by someone. Someone is already residing in that apartment, and they're choosing to make money, right?
Yep.
On their own, and they're vacating their apartment for 72 hours, let's say. So it's not like
They're renting their apartment for 72 hours.
they're subletting,
They're subletting.
right?
Right. So, but that takes think of New York City now, where there's not
Right, well,
enough
that's what
affordable
I'm-
housing,
right.
And that takes that long-term lease off the market. We haven't even gotten into what it's doing for the hotel industry.
Stuff. It's
But they didn't. That seemed to be. That's not the argument, because that would
Okay.
be maybe deemed uncompetitive. I don't know. But Vinny uses it a lot as a traveler. He goes to cool places like Malibu and things like that. So I wanted
Okay.
to try to get him on the phone.
Okay. Yeah, I
right.
want to hear, because I don't personally. I think Airbnb is a little creepy.
Why?
Because I'm like staying in someone's house. I'm sleeping on their mattress. I'm like, I would bring my own sheets, first of all, and pillows and blankets if I was going to stay in somebody's house. That's gross.
We're going to talk about that. Okay, let me get Vinny on. Vincent Buddha. How do I do this? This is the first time we're doing this.
I'm
Now,
a germaphobe.
Can you hear this?
Yeah.
I don't. Oh, now I do.
Yeah, I can hear it. I'm a germaphobe.
All right, Karen, we have Vincent Buddha on the phone, and I wanted him to be on the phone. He really intelligently posted something about Airbnb, something that I have done as a traveler and a host, but only once as a traveler. Vincent, you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Hey, thanks for joining us today.
Yeah, my pleasure, man. Love to talk about this, too.
Yeah, very, very insightful post. I was shocked that the law went through. It is a law, correct, that Cuomo came through on?
Yeah, they had proposed it, and he just ratified, signed it or whatever. But yeah, it's a law. So it's like all that Uber stuff going on. They're trying to manage Uber too. So
Right.
a lot of that noise.
So the one thing after your post, you were I think you started off one way, and then you have some pretty intelligent friends, which is always completely appreciated on Facebook, right? Because it's not.
Wait a minute. Did you just say intelligent people are on Facebook?
That's right. That's right.
I'm not saying they're Trump fans or Clinton fans, but
But I thought it was insightful on your part to post it, and then shocked by the law because it starts to go into some rights, and then on the one end, I said to myself, this law. Well, first let's state the law. The law is that apartments, as I understand it, not rooms within a house, apartments, if you are a host, cannot be, advertised on Airbnb or rented, and I have to have that distinction correct, under 30 days. Am I correct?
that's right.
And my comment was, and the reason for that is it takes an apartment off the market for otherwise what would be deemed affordable housing, or for that matter, any housing. And my comment was, I kind of don't disagree with that, but I think it should be county dependent if possible, because I don't think we have that problem here in the suburbs, but I think we might have that problem in the city. Did that make sense?
Yeah, but the problem is that and I had a friend who just did this. He was going to Spain on business for a couple of weeks. So he Airbnb'd his place for a couple of weeks, not a month, but a couple of weeks. And literally the renting of his apartment, which he owns, covered the cost of his entire trip
Right.
to Spain. So, I just don't know if how right it is to not allow someone to sublet their apartment unless there's a sublet rule of some kind that prohibits you from doing it. But as far as legislation, that seems a little strong and invasive, frankly.
I agree.
Frankly, yes.
I agree. That's what I said before. And you know what? Now, we've attached a name to it. But think about what's been going on out in the Hamptons for years and years and years. People move out of their homes for the summer and rent those gorgeous estates out there for $30,000, $40,000, $50,000, $60,000 for the season. So now we've just attached a name to it. But people have been doing this already.
You had one friend that kind of turned your mind on some things, and I think it's kind of a valid point that it just changes the entire landscape of the economy.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's what happened was when I made this posting, which was basically, hey, I'm kind of outraged that they would pass a law like this. This would happen to free enterprise and let the markets, adjust to that, which is normally how it works. I even went as far as making an example about the electric car. I mean, what if someone came out with the electric car and the automotive industry or others went to their political contacts and said, oh, they can't come out with an electric car. You know, it's going to kill the automotive industry, the gas industry. What I didn't really analyze as deeply as maybe I should have was a friend of mine runs a B&B, and he said, look, we're subject to all of these taxes and all of these other things. If they're going to allow this, you know, it should at least be on an even playing field. You know, when you check out of a hotel, all those, you know, that's like 30 taxes you pay. You know, the room's $200 a night, and then it's 60 in taxes. You know, so granted, they, you know, Airbnb gets around that, and maybe that's where I kind of, what you're referring to, I kind of said, yeah, that's a good point, because perhaps there should be some...
Even the playing field.
Yeah, even playing field. And that does, you know what, that makes sense, I suppose, if that's the way it's going to go. And if you run a B&B, I think you probably feel that way too, you know?
Right. It's an interesting time. I've used it as a traveler, and it's wonderful. I mean, I was in Toronto, and I don't know, I just stayed at 47, you know, stories up, and the guy just spent an hour with us and showed us everything, and it was just a really good experience. And
I love it. I was just in Malibu.
How many? Yeah, you've used it a lot, right?
Yeah. I've used it twice on trips to see my daughter in college in Malibu. It's been great, and I know a lot of people that have used it. So I've only heard good things, but I can understand there could be a few clunkers. It's like getting a weird driver, you know, an Uber. But
see, that would be
I love it.
That would happen to me, Vin.
No, I think you'll have a good experience. You should try it.
So how do you vet the place? Like, what is it? So when you go
remember
online,
when eBay started and everybody was worried, oh my God, you know, selling this, that.
Yeah.
There's reviews, and you can tell almost immediately.
Okay.
You know, me as a host, I had someone that had no reviews, and I asked, you know, you know, sometimes it's like I'm trying this for the first time, and you can tell, and you have a conversation first.
Okay.
And then you can pre-approve or decline. It's really a great system.
All right.
And I've had only great success with it. Really? And you're laughing because why?
I'm laughing because I don't know. I don't know. It's creepy, man. You're staying in somebody's place. There are sheets. Like, I don't know.
Well, you gotta do it. You become an innkeeper.
Vinny,
pretty
do
immediately.
you travel with like your own sheets?
Oh yeah, we could talk about that. Yeah, you could.
Like, do you sleep? Like, you know what I'm saying?
He's not staying in the Roach Motel.
Security detail.
You know? I mean, but those are the things I'm thinking about.
Okay, that's valid.
I don't know.
Vin, is this being appealed?
You know, I haven't heard anything about that yet. My guess would be it would, but here's what really ticks me off, and I think it's pretty consistent with the sentiment of the country now and what's going on with the way the elections are going and so on. It just ticked me off that, you know, Cuomo signed this went through, and I know all of that happened because of the money behind the lobbying, especially here in New York. I think it's no secret New York is screwed up as it gets from a government standpoint, but all the lobbying and all the special interest groups, I think it flew through, because it did, because of that.
It did.
You know, if that didn't happen, you know, maybe there would have been more debate on it and dialogue, and at least trying to get something similar. That's ultimately what triggered me. Having just come back from an Airbnb too the day before didn't help.
Yeah.
Right.
I can't stand that stuff. You know.
Yeah. You didn't even hear
lack
about
of a level
this.
playing field for just about everything that goes on in this country is really frustrating. So that's really what set me off.
Absolutely.
Loving Airbnb.
Yeah, and deservedly so. Absolutely. Has Airbnb changed their website to reflect this new policy law?
You know, I went on yesterday to see. I didn't see anything.
I didn't either.
So my guess is they will. You know, the other example I made, which is interesting too, is you know, they were restricting Tesla being able to sell in New Jersey for a lot of similar reasons. You know, there's a lot of interference now in things like Airbnb, and you're going to see it with Uber.
That's
The world is changing
that's
so
not
rapidly.
Good. That's not good.
Yeah.
You know what I heard? You know what I heard yesterday? Just think about this for a second. We're building new train platforms for multi-billions of dollars, new subway platforms, new subway lines, this, that, and the other thing. They say without a doubt within 30 years we'll have driverless cars that will be controlled by the internet. They'll know exactly, you know, they'll go on auto paths and not bump into any other cars. It'll happen. It's definitely going to happen, driverless car. And that's going to be your mass transportation. So we're putting money into things that are really going to be obsolete.
Yeah. It's so true. make a valid argument that some of these things cost jobs, but I don't know if you heard some of these studies about 40% or so of the big companies in this country over the next 10 to 15 years are going to be gone because of technology and how it's affecting businesses. Major companies. I mean, you can see major media companies and others going away by virtue of the way digital media is going. So isn't it just, I don't know, it kind of stinks if you lose your job on it, but it's progress, right? Isn't it supposed to work this way, where someone comes up with a great idea to make things better for consumers and fill a demand, and boom?
I don't know. My kids have they have their own opinions on this. We're at 8 billion people, and he just thinks there's too many people. So that's another subject. But you're gonna see some mass misery. I'm sorry, you will, unless you buy Amazon stock, then you'll be fine.
Exactly.
They're taking over the world.
All right, Vin, listen, we're going to have you back. This man is a man of many, many talents and knowledge. He's that's how I know Vin. He's a producer of a lot of TV shows and great web shows, and he's a principal over there at GVP Digital in Ronkonkoma. And I appreciate you taking the time this morning. I want to follow up this subject with you, okay?
Yeah, sure. It's great talking to both of you. Have a great day.
All right, Vin. Thanks
Bye,
again.
Vin.
Bye.
See that?
I don't know.
You see the technology that I'm using here? I like the way that sounds. Thanks, Vin. You're going to use it, and you're going to love it. You're going to use it, and you're going to love it.
I'm traveling with my own sheets, my
You're
own
gonna
pillows,
You're
going to
go into
blankets.
Vermont, and everything's going to be sold out, and you're going to find this cuddly little place on a hill, and you're going to be like, how the hell didn't I do this?
All right.
We're also going to ask about this subject with our next guest.
Yeah.
So we want to get to our next guest. I'm
Yes.
excited. This is we had Lisa Perry on as the Conservancy president. Mm-hmm. We're going to talk to her about her real estate expertise in Port Jefferson. So I'm
Yes.
excited about that. Okay.
Yes. Yeah.
All right. We'll be back.